Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to Frank's Collecting Castle. My name is Daniel, and as you can see, I got a huge haul to talk about today. I got DVDs and a bunch of Blu-rays, box sets, and a media book. So why don't we just get into it? Let's start with the DVDs, and let's start with this one. This is a nice set. I'm gonna just put my glasses on so I can see what I'm actually recording. There we go. There we go. Here's the Quatermass Piss, the Quatermass Experiment, the Quatermass 2, and Quatermass and the Pit. So this is the Quatermass collection. So this is actually one that the BBC gave out. A few years ago. Let's take a look at it. It's a very cool set. I've been wanting to get the Quatermass movies for quite a while. There we have them. There's Quatermass and the Pit. Quatermass 2. And the original Quatermass Experiment. Get this quite thick book as well, with a lot of good information. This is one that I really wanted. I love these old school, science movies from the 50s and 60s. I think they're a lot of fun. And this is obviously Hammer time, so to say. I mean, Hammer just came out with these like beautiful 4K Blu-ray editions of each of these movies, or at least the first two. I don't know if they've done Quatermass in the Pit yet, but very happy to have this, because it's a very, very cool little box set here that the BBC gave out themselves. It actually does not say. There we go. Quatermass in the Pit, originally broadcast in 1959. Quatermass 2, 1955. And the Quatermass Experiment, 1953. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah. Then we have a film by Pupi. It's a funny name, Pupi Avati, but it's A House with the Laughing Windows. Very happy to have this one as well. Came out in 1976. This is Italian language with the subtitles, so you don't get the dubbing of this one. I do think that it's Shameless. It just came out with a nice Blu-ray of this. I'm really happy to have that one. I also got this. I don't know what this is actually. This is MS Gustloff, Ship of No Return. Since it's in Swedish, 10,000 people escaping the Red Army, but a disaster so big that no one could predict. This is a war movie, obviously, from the Second World War, or during the Second World War. I think it's based on a true story. It's a 2-disc set. So I believe we have the special features on disc 2. I think it's a German film. This came in a lot. I got a lot of movies for like $10. This is one of them. Another one is this classic, The Iron Cross by Sam Peckinpah. I'm a big war movie fan. I really like war movies. 1976, Cross of Iron. Great movie. It's a really great movie, man. True classic. Going on for another classic, Runaway Train with John Voight, Eric Roberts, and Rebecca De Mornay. The only movie from Cannon ever to be nominated for an Oscar was for John Voight's performance. This movie, great freaking movie, absolutely brilliant freaking movie. So they actually do run away from a prison, but it becomes much more of a psychological story. I would love to have a nice Blu-ray of this. This came out, let's see, 1980, does it say that? 1985. There we go. Yeah, but this is a great movie. I do truly recommend this one for anyone who hasn't seen it. Really, really good movie. The performance by John Voight is fantastic, but Eric Roberts, maybe the best performance of his career. Now back to war movies and the original Inglourious Bastards from 1978. Great Fred the Hammer Williamson. We got the Swedish actor Bo Svenson. So this is a 2-disc edition of this movie. If you've only seen the Quentin Tarantino Inglourious Bastards, it has nothing to do with this one. The Tarantino movie is not a remake. This is completely different. This is a completely different story. It's basically about a group of not POVs, but they are prisoners, and not prisoners by the Nazis, the Germans. They're just been they're going to court-martial because they've been out of line, basically, and they were managed to escape. That's what the movie's about, basically, but it's a lot of fun. So this is directed by Enzo G. Castellari. Very entertaining movie. I really like this one. The Tarantino Inglourious Bastards is great too. This is freaking great. I really enjoyed this one. When it came out, 1977. Oh, I thought it was 78. Okay. 77. Great movie. Then we have a very fun movie, and that is No One Lives. If you want violence and gore and action, this is it. This is one freaking great movie, to be honest. I really like this one. This is so much fun. It is violent, yeah, but it's so much fun. I truly, highly recommend No One Lives. Damn fun movie. There's a discard. Just a fun movie. And we have a Giallo movie, and that is Who Saw Her Die, with Swedish actress Anita Strindberg and one-time Bond, George Lazenby, who played one Bond movie as Bond in Her Majesty's Service. But he had another career, and he did this one, for example, this Giallo here, Who Saw Her Die, by Aldo Lado, and came out in not 1699, 1972. So this is the Anchor Bay edition. Do get like a chapter card here. It's a nice card. I'm happy to have this one. Now going back to the war movies. This is All Quiet on the Western Front. Nominated for 7 Emmys. This is the one that came out in 1970 something. Let's see if we can find it. 79. So they made, for which you have the original one from the 30s, I think 30s or 40s. And you have this one, and then you have the one that I showed in my last haul. That came out in 2023, 24. This is just great movie. And we have from the Clint Eastwood collection, Where Eagles Dare, Richard Burton, Clint Eastwood. It's also in Sweden known as Eagle's Nest. Great movie. I watched this. I remember watching this as a kid, loving it. This one along with the Guns of Navarone. Freaking great. Love these old school war movies. Let's see if we can see when this one. When did this one come out then? 1968. 1968. Where Eagles Dare. Moving on to something I have never seen. I don't know what this is. It came with a lot. This is Hornblower. A series, miniseries, I guess. It's 8 discs. It seems to be a nice period piece at least. I think it's British. You can see you have the flipper here, and all the discs. Old school period piece. Seems like a lot of fun, right? We have Yamato. Another one I have never seen. Came with that lot. Okay, there we go. I had to go grab a stool because I'm doing this review in my man cave today because I don't want my family to disturb me while doing this. So this is Yamato, as I said. Also takes place during the Second World War. I think this came out in 2005. Okay. I love war movies. I'm looking forward to it. Another one that I know nothing about. I know it has Sean Bean in it, and he's great. This is Sharp Waterloo. I don't know if it's Sharp Waterloo. 3 discs, 5 hours. I literally know nothing about it. It came with a lot. Okay. So this is something that came out in 1997. Comes with this nice slipcover though. This is ice. Yeah, we have a loose disc. That's frustrating. Oh, it doesn't really fit there, does it? Maybe it's, oh, you put it stacked like this. Oh, and it's very loose. Oh, that's sad. Here's another one. I think this is several series about Major Sharp. This is Major Sharp, the first battle. This is Major Sharp, Waterloo. Okay, I think I'm getting it. I don't know if there's several miniseries or only these 2. Maybe you have to do some digging about that. But you can't go wrong with that. Old school war movie. You have Sean Bean, Paul Bettany. Yeah, should be great. Then we have Stalingrad. I have a 2-disc special edition of this already, but this is a wonderfully great movie. So this tells the story from the German side of the war when the Germans tried to invade Russia and they strand at Stalingrad, and this is really where the war turned, because they were never able to take Russia, and they were never able to take Stalingrad. This is a brutal movie, but it's absolutely a spectacular movie. It doesn't, it's not a movie that glorifies war. It doesn't glorify the Germans or the Russians or anything like that. It just shows what the war was like, and the war is not fun at all. And I highly recommend, if you haven't seen Stalingrad, do yourself a favor and watch it. And we have 2 classics. We have The Thin Red Line and The Platoon. 2 of the very best war movies you're going to see. 2 brilliant war movies. You can't go wrong with any of these. This is obviously won 4 Oscars, including Best Movie. And this was nominated for Best Movie, Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Script, among other things. Two great movies. If you like war movies, you're not gonna go better with any of these. Okay, I put the DVDs away, and we're gonna start with this pile right here. So, Radiance was one of the companies that had a Blu-ray, a Black Friday sale. So this was the only company that I took advantage of. I didn't take advantage of, Vinegar Syndrome or Arrow or 88 Films and any of the other, but I picked up 4 films from Radiance. So the first one here is The Iron Prefect. This is a movie by Pasquale Guiterini. Sorry for the pronunciation. This is a mafia movie, Italian. It's apparently number 22 from Radiance. There's the Radiance logo. So this came out maybe 3 years ago. I've been wanting to get it for ever since. Just haven't picked it up yet. So it originally came out 1977. It's 118 minutes long. And here we have the special features. So it is a mafia movie, mafia gangster movie. Here's the very simple but effective. It's like black and brown almost, right? Very good discard. I like that clean discard. So that's Iron Prefect. Next one that I picked up is from a sister label, I suppose, Raro Video by Umberto Lenzi. We got Gang War in Milan. Great cover. This was apparently number 2 in their line. I'm a big fan of Umberto Lenzi. This is basically a poliziesco movie. And we have Raro Video. And there you have Radiance. You can go to radiancefilms.co.uk. So this edition came out in 2023. And the movie itself came out in 1973. So we have both Italian and English language. Get all the special features right there. Limited to 3,000 copies. Don't know if it says anywhere. Let's take a look at the alternate cover, Italian cover. Milano Rovente. I like this one. Let's see if it says in here. It doesn't say here anywhere. Maybe it says in the no, I'm thinking you get a nice booklet here. It's probably like 20 pages, I assume. Seems like it says. Okay, no more information. I figured since it was limited to 3,000, it would say which one it was, but it didn't. But yeah, I'm very happy to have it. And I'm a huge fan of Umberto Lenzi. He's a great director in my book. That is Gang War. Gang War in Milan. Then we go for a movie by Fernando De Leo. That's The Boss, the great Henry Silva. E Le Boss. This is the Italian cover. I switched to that. Number 7. This came out in 1973. This edition came out last year, 2024. That's very cool. There you can see it's quite a lot of special features though. That's very cool. There's the other cover. It's very cool as well. Henry Silva looking stern. He always looks stern for some reason. The Boss, another nice booklet that it comes with. About 20 pages, I would assume. So I got these like late last week, so I haven't really had time to watch them. That is The Boss. And the final one that I picked up was Killer Cop. La Polizia ha le mani legate by Luciano Ercoli. That's number 12. So this movie came out in 1975. You got two cuts of the movie where there's 2 minutes of difference, 95 and 97 minutes. And as you can see, you have both Italian and English language. We do have some audio commentary with Eugenio Ercolani and Troy Howarth. And on the 15th, so on Monday, this coming Monday, I'm going to try once again to do another interview with Eugenio Ercolani. And looking forward to it. I hope you will all check it out on the 15th. So the interview is going to be on the 15th with Eugenio Ercolani. So this edition came out this year, 2025. Oh, I didn't even know that it was so new. Let's open it up. Killer Cop. I like how clean the disc art is. There we go. Very cool. Take a look at the... get this one. Radiance is a very good company. So this is going to be my final haul pickups of the year. I do have one more movie incoming within the next couple of days, I would think, but that's another pre-order from Radiance, actually. A movie that I pre-ordered back in August. It's another booklet for around 20 pages. Very, very cool. So that is... that one back in. That's Killer Cop. So I got Killer Cop, The Boss, Gang War in Milan, and The Iron Prefect. 4 very cool movies that I'm really, really looking forward to watching. Now let's get into the media book. So this is Lucio Fulci's Nightmare Concert, also known as A Cat in the Brain, where Lucio Fulci plays himself. Lucio Fulci is a star of this movie. He's a leading role. He's the director of the movie, but he plays himself. He plays Lucio Fulci. He plays a satirical version of himself. This is a very interesting movie. This is a very cool edition. It's from XT Video, a German company. I got this very cheap. I got this for like 15 bucks. So this is limited to 999 editions. I got number 522. So the movie came out in 1990. We have special features, including Fabio Frizzi live in concert. That is so cool. So this is a 2-disc set. Unfortunately, when I opened it, I noticed that the book was loose. So I don't know if I can glue it back on. That's a bit sad. I do have the Blu-ray and the DVD of Nightmare Concert. See if we can check out what's behind here. There we go. Nightmare Concert, Cat in the Brain. Very weird, but very entertaining movie. And we can take a look at the book since it's come off, which is a bit sad. Not a bit sad, it's very sad. And of course, it's all in German, and I don't read or speak German, so I think it's really cool. I probably talks about Fulci and all of his movies, and this movie. Yeah, very happy to add it to the collection. Nightmare Concert. Okay, then we go for something completely different. This is a cool box set. Pryor and Wilder, 1980 through 1981. And it contains 3 movies: Stir Crazy, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and Another You. I used to watch these movies when I was a kid, growing up, and I love these movies. So this edition from Indicator, let me take that off, that little thing around here. You can see it was limited to 6,000. I got number 3630. Here's the look at the movies themselves. And a wonderful picture of the 2 of them. I used to watch these. I love these movies. When I saw that this was coming out, I just had to get it. I finally did. So you see, these movies came out in 1980, 1989, and 1991. And this edition, as I said, in 2024. Finally picked it up, and we've been wanting to get it for quite a while. The Pryor and Wilder set. They made a few more movies. This is number 444, 445, and 446. Here we have 3 movies and a thick book. It's like 80 pages. I'm gonna open that up. You see, once again, one of those thick, high quality boxes. Finally got this. So I was waiting for this and the movie that I pre-ordered, which I'm showing next. And it was supposed to come in like 2 weeks ago, but it didn't. So I actually emailed Indicator, and for whatever reason, it was stuck. It was stuck somewhere. UPS they lost it, this shipment with this movie and the other one. And so I emailed them last week, and I got it today. It was like, it actually came in the post office yesterday, but I couldn't pick it up until today. But it was like 5 days from England to here, so it was incredibly quick. So very grateful, and I want to say thanks to Indicator. That's a wonderful picture of Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. We're going to take a look at the book later. Let's start off with the movies. So here we have Another You. That's number 446. Comes in these, like, here you have, it's not a ton of special features, but you get audio commentary. You get a 64-minute interview with Gene Wilder. That's very cool. You open it up. Yeah, I remember this movie. Haven't seen it in many a year. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this so much. Then we have See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I love this movie. Man, did I show the... There we go. There's the special features in this one. I loved this movie as a kid. Man. So much fun. And then we have Stir Crazy. Get the special features here. The story of 2 chuckos who dress up as woodpeckers and wind up as jailbirds for robbing a bank. That's just the first 5 minutes. That's cool. Man, I can't wait to watch these. I'm probably gonna watch these this weekend. Then we have the book. That's a thick book for you. That's one thick book. Fantastic. I remember this dude. thick pages as well, glossy. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of it, but almost 100 pages of information and write-ups and essays. That is amazing. Two of the great comedians of all time, definitely. So once again, we have Stir Crazy, Another You, and See No Evil, Hear No Evil, this beautiful, beautiful box set. And here we go once again. Beautiful set, absolutely beautiful. So happy to have this. It's still available if you want it from Indicator. And the other one the one that I actually pre-ordered was Hitchhike with Franco Nero, Corinne Clary, and David Hess. So this is number 481 in the Indicator line. Great movie. Just rewatched it earlier today. Tons of special features. You get a 90-minute documentary, which is very cool. I'm getting a 63-minute documentary by Eugenio Ercolani. He had a big part in producing this. He also does the audio commentary for this movie. I said I'm going to interview him on Monday, so that's going to be fun. To get the movie, you get a nice booklet. Well, not even a booklet. This, look at the color here. Look at the orange. Just Autostop o Rosso Sangue by Pasquale Festa Campanile. Sorry, I'm just trying to pronounce it. Un film duro come I suoi personaggi. It came out in 1977. This is a great movie. But it is a rape revenge movie. And it's one of those movies where Franco Nero plays an absolute prick, an absolute asshole to his beautiful, beautiful wife. And here we have the J card. So this was limited to 1,000. I got number 248. So this is the J card. I'm keeping that one. It's actually in the Blu-ray player right now. But what can you say about this movie? It's not a... You have two pricks, David Hess and Franco Nero, and then you have the beautiful Corinne Clary. The great freaking movie. I do highly recommend it. The book, once again, very thick. It's like 80 pages or something. Yeah, just about 80 pages. Yeah, Ennio Morricone did the score for this, so, you know, that's great. Great, great, great movie. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. So it's available in Blu-ray and 4K as well. So I got this beautiful Blu-ray edition. So that's the two movies I picked up from Indicator. This was the pre-order, but I ordered this one along with it. Once again, this came in a very cool box. But Hitchhike and the Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder 3-movie box set. Beautiful stuff. And we're moving on to the final 3 movies. From Blue Underground, we got this 3-disc limited edition set of Two Evil Eyes. You can see the lenticular cover here of like a pendulum. So you have George Romero and Dario Argento making this movie together. They made two parts each of this movie. So this is from Blue Underground. So here we have, oops, I'm sorry. So this came out in 1990 to begin with. Then you have all the special features. The first Blu-ray has audio commentaries and some other stuff. Then you have the disc 2, tons of special features. And disc 3 is a CD soundtrack. It's a soundtrack. That's very cool. So it comes with this slip cover. You have that lenticular cover with the pendulum. An alternate cover as well. So you have Harvey Keitel and Adrienne Barbeau as the leads in this. Very happy to have it. And we open it up. I'm going to go through the booklet. Here's a CD soundtrack, which is very, very cool. Here's disc 1, features, and take that off and you have disc 2. And you also have reversible alternate artwork. Also very cool, right? Oh, let's do that again. There we go. There's the chapters. You have a nice booklet. Two evil eyes. Due occhi diabolici. The facts in the case of Mr. Valdemar and the Black Cat. Yeah, very, very cool edition. Very happy to have that one. Moving on. Okay, moving on. We got Lucio Fulci's Zombie. I hope you can see that. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh. Probably the most infamous scene ever in a Fulci movie. And that says something. Once again, this is a 3-disc limited edition. You get disc 1 with a lot of good stuff. Disc 2 also has a lot of good stuff. And you get the soundtrack. And the score, the soundtrack for this movie by Fabio Frizzi is amazing. It really is amazing. So this movie came out in 1979. Goes very, very well with my Arrow Blu-ray of this one. Hey, I'm going to pause it for a second because I just realized that I have a couple of more Blu-rays that I forgot to show off. Okay, let's get into this. Let's open it up. Take away the slipcover. Really sits on there. Hey, you get that classic zombie right here. Very cool. I love this movie. It's such a great movie. Just watched it the other day. It is so good. And the score in this movie is great. There we have the soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack. Disc 1, which is the features. I have disc 2. I love how they have actually different disc art. And there's that cover again. Let's take a look at the booklet. Fortunately, I was about to say the one page is missing, but this is like a coupon from Blue Underground. Here's the booklet for Zombie. I love this movie. Happy to have another edition of it. And of course, this one has the greatest underwater scene of all time. Zombie versus shark. Which is great. Great movie. Very, very happy to have it. Okay, so I remembered I had a bunch of other Blu-rays to show you. First up, we have a movie from Australia from 2008, another rape revenge movie. This is The Horseman. So it's about this guy who's a dad who finds out that his daughter has been abused and raped and filmed, and he takes out and exacts out revenge in the most violent and bloody way possible, to be honest. It is a really violent movie, but it's really good. It's raw, it's unflinching, it's just, damn, this is a good movie. Highly recommend The Horseman. Then we have another edition of House by the Cemetery. So this is the earlier Blu-ray edition from Arrow. I have the later one. This has the better artwork, I think. I really like that artwork. I'm a huge fan of House by the Cemetery. I think this is a great movie. Maybe my favorite Fulci movie, along with The New York Ripper. But this is great. So this is different from the newer version, and I'm gonna pull out the new version and show you the differences. Okay, so here's the newer version. You can see, first of all, the difference in special features. And of course, you have the difference in artwork. Is that this is the older edition. This came out in 2012. And this one apparently came out in 2024. Really? I thought it came out like 2022, 23, but yeah. So there's like 10 years difference between these two. That's why they've added all of these special features, but this still has audio commentary with Catriona MacColl and audio commentary with Silvia Colatina. Got an introduction by Giovanni Frezza. If you don't know who Giovanni Frezza is, he's the guy he's the boy who plays the infamous Bob in this movie. We open it up. It's Dr. Freudstein himself. Freudstein. Obviously an allegory for Freud, Sigmund Freud, and Frankenstein. The new edition. This is a movie that I want to get as many editions of as possible, so I love House by the Cemetery. I also picked up The Conformist. Don't know really too much about this movie, to be honest. This is from the Arrow Academy imprint. This is really one of the earlier Arrow movies. You can see it doesn't have too much in the way of special features. It's a movie that came out, it doesn't say. This edition came out in 2013. It doesn't say when the movie came out, though. That is... Nope, that's frustrating, right? Then you have the other alternate cover, which is very cool as well. I like the discard. Too bad it doesn't say when the movie came out, but I would guess 70s. I think it's I don't know, I think it's an Italian movie, but yeah, The Conformist. I also got a classic giallo by Sergio Martino with the great title, Your Vice is a Locked Room and Only I Have the Key. One of the greatest titles for a giallo movie ever, right? Awesome title. Lots of good special features here. Oh, we got Edwidge Fenech, the beautiful Edwidge Fenech. Oh my God, is she beautiful. This came out in 1972. Alternate here is Absolutely stunning. We've also got Swedish actress Anita Strindberg in this one. So that's your vice is a locked room, and only I have the key. I'm sorry for being a little sniffly. Then we got The Last Matinee, which is a Argentinian movie, like a tribute to Giallos. A lot of good special features. I think this movie actually came out in 2020. It's a pretty recent movie. Got a nice slip cover. Al morir la matinée. Get both the poster and the booklet. Let's take a look at those. The poster was kind of a smaller one, so I can flip that over one hand, pretty much. Oh, you can see what it is. So I'm trying to do it. There we go. Very thin paper, but a nice little booklet. I'm gonna fold that back together. And we got the booklet here. All of these movies, except for these two, I got secondhand. So that's very cool. So I didn't pay full price for anyone except for those two. There's some storyboarding of the movie. That's very cool. So that's The Last Matinee. Okay, just had to get myself a little drink there. The final one is the New York Ripper. You can see it doesn't change much. And once again, you have a 3-disc limited edition. Big fan of the New York Ripper. I think it's a great, great movie. Here we have all the special features. And once again, you get the soundtrack on a CD, which is, I love the soundtrack to this movie. Is absolutely fantastic. It's a great soundtrack. I rewatched this movie yesterday, and it is great. You can see the difference there. I have this a couple of times over. I have the Shameless edition, and I have the Video Invest edition. I think I probably have all the editions I need of the New York Ripper. So this came out in 1982 by great Lucio Fulci. Here's the soundtrack. Okay, the Blu-ray and the DVD. There's the reversible cover there. And we're taking a look at the booklet. I love this movie. I love Lucio Fulci. He is my favorite director. And there's like one movie that is like a big gap, or two movies I would say, Lizard in the Woman's Skin and For the Apocalypse, that are big holes in my Fulci collection. There's some of the later stuff like Touch of Death and Ghost of Sodom that I don't have, but otherwise I have most of Fulci's movies. So there we have all three of the Blue Underground 3-disc limited editions: New York Ripper, Zombie, and Two Evil Eyes. So I picked these up at an auction site. I was bidding for House by the Cemetery, but it got way out of price. and I wasn't willing to pay that, even though I really wanted House by the Cemetery as well. But I got these three, and I'm very happy to have. And let's just pause it, and you can see all the rest. So there we go. That's all the Blu-rays and box sets and media books that I picked up. Very happy with all of these. Very, very cool stuff. Very cool movies. Very happy to have added all of these to the collection. So let me know what you guys think about this pickup here, but this haul, both the Blu-rays and the DVDs as well. And if you have any other recommendations, if you want to see any other videos of the collection or my comic book collection, let me know if it's something you want me to do a little closer look at, and let me know what you think. And don't forget, on Monday I'm going to do an interview with Eugenio Ercolani. And well, that's it for now. Comment down below, let the conversation get started. If you like this video and want to see more like this, maybe give me a thumb up and if possible subscribe. And well, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye everybody.